Monetize your podcast without selling out. Ever feel like trying to make money from your podcast means compromising your values? Like the only way to make it is to become a walking ad? Well, let's bust that myth right now, because there are smart, authentic ways to monetize your podcast without alienating your audience, without cheapening your brand, or losing control of your message. So let's talk about how to turn your podcast into real revenue without selling out. Hello, friend. I am Gordon Firemark, the podcast lawyer, and this is Legit Podcast Pro, where podcasters, creators, and media entrepreneurs learn how to build successful, sustainable, and legally protected shows. Now, today we're talking about a topic that gets a lot of podcasters stuck making money. Specifically, how to monetize your podcast in ways that feel aligned and profitable and legit, not cringy, spammy, or exploitative. By the end of this episode, you will know the biggest mistakes that creators make when trying to monetize, what your best monetization options are, legal traps to avoid, and how to build a monetization model that fits your voice and goals. And if you want to take the next step, I'll tell you about my free video lesson that walks you right through the entire strategy for leveling up your podcast legally and profitably. I'll tell you how to get to that at the end. So let's dive right in. Your monetization mindset really matters. The first thing we need to clear up is the belief that monetization is the same as selling out. It isn't. It doesn't. Monetization is simply turning value into revenue. It's what allows you to keep creating, to reinvest in better tools, to grow your platform, make more impact, achieve more influence, and make more money. But here's the catch. It has to feel right. If you're promoting products that you don't believe in or cramming in annoying mid-roll ads that interrupt your flow, or saying yes to sponsors just because you're desperate for a few bucks, that's when it really starts to feel kind of icky. Authentic monetization is all about alignment with your voice, your values, and your audience. So here are some of the biggest mistakes to avoid. Before we talk about the how, let's talk about the what not to do. First off, waiting too long to monetize. So many podcasters think that they've got to hit 10,000 or more downloads before they can start earning. Not true. You can start small and grow smart. Jumping at the first sponsorship deal is another mistake. A bad deal with the wrong brand can hurt your trust with listeners and tie you up legally. Ignoring the legal side. I see this all the time. No contract, no disclosures, no clarity on who owns what. If you're taking money or giving promotion, you need the paperwork in place. And putting all your eggs in just one monetization basket is another big mistake. Don't rely on one income stream. Sponsors might dry up. Platforms might change their rules, so you need to diversify. Here are some options for monetization. We'll break down some common and less common ways that you can make money with your podcast. Now, the classic model, of course, is sponsorships. This is where you get a brand to pay for ad spots, but smaller shows can still land niche sponsors, especially if your audience is targeted. So here's the pro tip. Focus on the fit over the fame. A small, loyal audience can be much more valuable in the long run than a big, broad one. Number 2, affiliate marketing. Promote products or services you actually use and love and earn commission for the referrals. But be sure to disclose this. This is not optional. The FTC requires these disclosures. More about that in another episode. Merchandise. You could sell t-shirts, mugs, digital downloads. Keep it all on brand and aligned with your audience's identity, and you'll do great. Memberships and premium content. Patreon, Supercast, Memberful, these offer early access, bonus episodes, or ad-free feeds in exchange for monthly support. It can be a great way for loyal audiences to give you a little money in order to get a little deeper dive into what you're doing. Number 5, your own products or services. This can be huge. Sell your courses, consulting, coaching, or your books. Use your podcast as a platform for your business, not just your brand. This is one of the highest margin options out there and the most sustainable long term. Now, here's the legal stuff you just can't ignore. If you're making money from your podcast in any form, you need to take steps to protect yourself. What that means is making contracts with your sponsors or partners, spelling out payment terms, deliverables, ownership, and exit terms. You need disclaimers and disclosures, especially with those affiliate deals or sponsorships. It has to be absolutely clear to the audience that they're hearing or seeing an ad. Now, copyright clearance is even more important when you're monetized. If you're using clips or music or third-party content, you're going to be under a microscope, and so you're going to need to make sure you've got that stuff taken care of. Clear policies. If you run contests or promotions or you collect listener data, this is where a lot of creators can actually slip up. They don't think of themselves as businesses. But once you start earning, the IRS, sponsors, and the audience are going to start seeing you as a business, whether you're ready for that or not. That's why inside my Easy Legal for Podcasters program, I walk you through how to set up all of this in the right way with the forms, the templates, and the step-by-step video lessons that show you exactly what to do, when to do it, and how to get it done. So here's the big shift: building a business around your podcast. Instead of asking, how can I make money from my podcast? Ask yourself, how can my podcast be a part of my business? That means that your show becomes a marketing engine, a trust builder, a lead generator, a launch platform. The podcast isn't just the product, it's the front door to everything else you offer. That's how creators go from hustling for one-off sponsors to building full-blown freedom-based businesses. So let's bring it all home with a little recap and a suggestion of something to do right away today. If you want to monetize your podcast without selling out, start from a view of alignment. Promote things that fit your brand, your values, and your audience. Explore multiple income streams and protect yourself legally with contracts, disclosures, and solid legal structures to protect yourself. Think bigger. Make your podcast part of your business, not just your passion. And if you're ready to take it seriously, to build a podcast that fuels your income, influence, and impact, next step, watch that secret video. It's a free sample lesson from inside my Easy Legal for Podcasters program, and it shows you exactly how to level up your show and protect your business at the same time. It's available for you at gordonfiremark.com/levelup. That's gordonfiremark.com/levelup. Thanks for listening to this episode of Legit Podcast Pro. If you found this helpful, please share it with a friend and tell your friends about it. And I will see you again next time. And until then, stay smart, stay legit, and keep on creating. It's what we're here to do.